Explore fluency.
Good morning. Mr. Brad, welcome to a new program of Explore Fluency TV. How are you?
I am very happy, bravo! I am happy to help all our students with advanced words and phrases in English.
As I told you before, we need advanced phrases for daily use. Probably at work too.
That's a great idea! I will teach you some advanced phrases you can use at the office, at work too. Pull it off, or pull something off. It means to succeed in doing something difficult or unexpected. For example, I can't believe I have pulled it off and entered the final round of the competition. Another one. I never thought we'd ever stage this play, but somehow we pulled it off. On the same page. It means to be thinking in a similar fashion, to have the same amount of knowledge, or to have the same kind of understanding about a situation as others do. In other words, agree and understand what others do or suggest. For example, I don't think we are on the same page regarding this. I will explain to you exactly what I think. Another advanced phrase in English is up in the air. Do you know what it means actually is? If a matter is up in the air, it is uncertain, often because others' matters have to be decided first. For example, all the things related to his new job are still up in the air. To get someone up to speed is update someone about the current situation, or to give someone all the latest information about something is. For example, I think I should bring you up to speed on what happened since I came to see you yesterday. Or, I'd like to get you up to speed before we go to the meeting. Flying high. Simple, it means very happy. For example, she was flying high after winning the first prize. Or, I am flying high. I have been promoted. Or the opposite. Grief-stricken. It means to be extremely sad. For example, she's been grief-stricken ever since she lost her father. Or, the grief-stricken widow refused to leave her dead husband's side. Another advanced expression is be on pins and needles. What does it mean? To be very anxious or nervous because you are waiting to see if something happens the way you want it to. Example: we were on the pins and needles until we find out about the result of the contest. Itchy feet. It simply means to love to travel, or to become bored with the place or situation that you are in, and want to move somewhere new or start doing something new. For example, it seems he's got an itchy feet. He hardly stays in one place for long. Or, I hated working there and I started getting itchy feet. Last year, I decided I really wanted to quit. In your element. It means to be happy to do what you want or what's best suited, or in an environment naturally suited to or associated with one, doing what one enjoys. For example, He's in his element. When he's doing woodworking. Gerard stood up to sing in front of his classmates. And you could see he was in his element. Live out of a suitcase. It means to stay very briefly in several places with only the belongings in your suitcase. Example. He keeps traveling from one place to another place. It seems he is living out of a suitcase. I am on the road for 3 months at a time for work. So I've gotten pretty used to living out of a suitcase. Now let's go with some phrases for communication. Like, drop someone a line. It is used when we want someone to stay in touch or contact us. For example, whenever you are free, just drop me a line and then we will plan. Heard from the grapevine. It means getting to know about information from one person talking to another. In other words, gossips. Not from a reliable source. For example, just heard from the grapevine that the new actor had a fallout and argument with the director of the movie. On a need-to-know basis. It means to reveal information only when another person needs to know. One example of this phrase is, sorry. We can tell you only on a need-to-know basis. Another common advanced expression is, to dig your heels in. What does it mean? Well, it means to refuse to do something or change your mind. I will give you one example about. The shopkeeper dug his heels in and didn't reduce the price at any cost. Or, it was really the British who, by digging their heels in, prevented any last-minute deal. I am sure you have heard about the red flags. Of course you want to know what it means. If you see a red flag, you see a warning sign that this person might not be a good employee or a good date. It means, watch out, or danger. That's a red flag. An example in a sentence. A red flag might be someone with a history of domestic violence, chronic cheating, or substance abuse. To have a way with someone or something. It means to have the talent to deal with somebody or something. For example, he has a way with his customers, convinces them into buying things easily. And this is a phrase as many people don't know about how to use it. But it is very important. To be worth it. It means something is valuable. The benefit outweighs the cost. If something is worth it. For example, it was a long climb to the top of the hill, but the view from the top was worth it. Or to be worth its weight in gold. This means it's extremely valuable. For example, John's been extremely helpful, he's worth his weight in gold. Or that tractor's been worth its weight in gold. That's a very common phrase to use. Remember that it's important to use these phrases. Make use of these phrases in your daily routine life.
That's true. Thank you very much for such useful phrases. We want another video too. Keep following us on daily basis to make better yourself in communication.